Yes, sir, Ski. You tuned into another episode of Infinite Vibes. I'm Moran, the man. I got the richest, most amazing, talented person in the world. DJ B-Lax in the building as well, my co-host.
We here.
Richest lady in Atlanta, y'all. B-Lax out here, man.
I'm around a bunch of rich people, man. That's how I feel right now. Like, just doing great shit right now.
A lot of great shit. Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, all
but
of us.
It ain't about me, though.
It ain't, because, we don't got songs with Jadakiss and shit.
Nah, we ain't got songs with Jadakiss.
Hell no, we ain't got a song with Mozzie. You know what I'm saying? We don't be out here doing crazy ass freestyles.
You
know what I'm saying? We ain't got shit going on, man. We got somebody in the building who's out here going crazy, representing Boston. I started to wear a New York Yankees hat, but I said, you know what? I don't want to get slapped. Let me just make it all vibes. Please introduce yourself to our listeners, my guy.
My name Millyz. People call me Blanco.
Millie, what you want us to call you?
Millie.
Call me Blanco, Millyz, Mills.
Blanco because you white.
Good.
That's cute.
I mean, yeah, kind of. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what the Spanish people in my neighborhood would call me when I was growing
that makes
up.
sense.
Yeah.
Word.
I'm not going to cap. I thought it was Mills. Like, when I saw your name, I was like, Mills, but I didn't get Millyz.
Yeah, people be calling me Mills, but nah, it's Millyz.
It's Millyz?
Yeah.
I fuck with it.
Millyz in the building. Yeah, man. It's like your name is an affirmation, because you about to have a lot of Millyz, right?
That part.
Yeah.
There we go, man.
For sure.
How you feeling today, man? On a 1 to 10, how you feeling?
I'm like a 9 3/4.
In 3/4?
Yeah.
That is very specific.
Yeah, I'm almost a 10.
Why are you a 9 3/4 right now?
Nah, I just feel good. You know, God woke me up. I'm running around. My album was about to drop. I just feel good about where I'm at in life right now.
What album number is this for you?
I dropped a lot of albums, but this one is off Blanco series. So it's like I did a series of projects, and this is the fifth. Yeah, this is the fifth one.
You got Blanco right here. It's like fresh. Did you just get that
You
one?
gotta brand yourself, you know,
That part.
literally.
Literally.
Absolutely. You absolutely do, man. I mean, you somebody just from just watching what you got going on. You come off very fearless, like you're not afraid to put yourself out there. Like you're not afraid.
Yeah. Nah, you can't be.
Mm-hmm. So where does that come from for you? Like,
I don't know. I was just telling one of the bros, like I always had something where I felt like a certain confidence about being able to go talk to people, ask for what I want in life. You know what I mean? And after you go through like a certain period of like rejection, you realize like, all right, it didn't kill me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You still here?
Yeah. So I think once you go through I went through more rejection in my life than the average person. Like, I went through more rejection in a week than the average person to go through in a lifetime because I put myself out there.
Right.
But I also got more yeses.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I also got into more doors than a lot of people because I was willing to face rejection. So, yeah, I don't know. I just had that sense about me.
So you growing up in Massachusetts, like, do you feel like the neighborhood that you come from kind of built you
Yeah, for
to
sure.
that mode? Like, resilience? Like, I don't give a fuck if y'all niggas say, no, I'm going to come through.
Yeah, because I think the first, I was kind of learning to fight rejection from being young. Because I was one of the only white kids in my neighborhood, like off rip, I had to fight. Every day was a fight. Every time I left the door, it was like, all right, I got to be mentally prepared and physically prepared just to fight, just to be in my own neighborhood that I already live in.
Right.
So that kind of gave me like a tough skin, you know? That gave me thick skin to face the world. So I always looked at it like nothing in my neighborhood, like there's nothing in the world that's worse than what my neighborhood already did to me. Because I used to just show up and dudes would just try to go to punching on me when I'm like 12. So that like prepared me like for physical violence, mental, all of the things of that nature. So yeah, my neighborhood definitely formed me into who I am for real.
But you also had, I know what you referring to when you say that, right? Was it the Hispanic guys doing it too? Like, or was it just the black dudes doing that?
Nah, yeah.
Because you had the best of both, because you was able to kind of hang out with them.
Talking about that's cool. Like,
yeah, like we should have.
There's Spanish people in my neighborhood, but it was maybe like 5%, and then maybe like it's weird because Cambridge is weird because like it has white people, but they're from like the colleges, so like you don't really get like a lot of like me and him was the only white kids in our neighborhood that was around after the street lights came on. Like,
y'all was out there.
So like if you even right now, Cambridge is super gentrified, but if you go there and you go to like a community center, you're gonna see for every 90 black kids, it's like 10 white kids. You know what I'm saying? And like it was yeah, it was different growing up.
So you didn't grow up with money? Did you? You didn't come from money?
Nah.
Okay.
Like we wasn't poor, you know. I always
Right.
had food and
A house over your
and-
head.
yeah, and a house over my head, a roof over my head, and food in the refrigerator. But nah, I didn't.
All good. So like, I
That's
mean,
what's up.
how did? Because I'm pretty sure there had to be some black kids that embraced you and fucked with you.
Oh no, hell yeah,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
of course, don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Like these was the guys that was going to war with me too,
Right.
and like you know, in general. So it was always the same. It was just that, you know, I was different. So so yeah, I would bump into because I could get along with 99 people, but there might be just one person like, nah, I'm not going for that. I'm not going for this white boy walking through here right now.
Absolutely.
But you got some. I ain't gonna hold you, Moran. He got swag in your flow when you rap.
yeah,
and
tell
stuff.
him what you told me via text because I just
Yeah,
like,
because like if I never would have had an image of how you look first, I would have automatically assumed that you were black because of the swag and the flow that you have. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you don't give me that.
It's not
you
a
just-
typical white rapper's flow.
Yeah, it's not. No, even with Jack Harlow, and like his flow still different. It still stands out. It's still
genuine.
different.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you can
don't-
flow.
Right, you can flow, and like with your swag, it's like you're like you're not trying to be like, hey, this ain't Malibu's Most Wanted. This ain't you. This is you. Like this is who you are. Like this is you.
You know, I got a line. I just did a line
That's
on
hilarious.
in London when I was at Fire in a Booth, and I said cornballs joke in my comments, call me Malibu's Most Wanted. Ironic because a house in Malibu is what I wanted when I put. You know what I mean? So-
Yeah.
See,
like
you
that.
just melodic and
Yeah,
you
you
got
like
the flow. I fuck with it. Like ain't nobody doing that shit. I'm gonna be honest. Like not
Nah,
no
there's
white
a-
boy doing that like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Not like how you doing it.
right, no.
But they got like Jack Harlow hard as fuck.
He's nice.
He's hard.
I respect
I
him.
fuck with him.
I rarely respect white rappers,
Mm-hmm.
like, cause to me, like, I gotta know you went through it. A lot of them kind of skipped and went around hip hop culture doing rap though. You know
Like
what I mean?
who?
A lot of them. I don't know, like. It was like there's ones I wouldn't even know like the names of, but a lot of them bounce back to they come from like a different culture, like a MGK or something. Like he's a rock star, like so he really got in on
Like he hopped in the culture and then kind of hopped like
yeah for sure, and then they hop out like nah, like but he started out in a different culture probably,
Right.
you know. But this me from you know you go look at a picture of me when I'm 7 with my hat like this, you feel me like this. Yeah,
It's a part of you. It
It's
is.
a part of me for real.
It's real. If you grow up, you are a product of your environment.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think you have to act to do that. Like I'm from Tennessee. I'm from Chattanooga. I'm country.
Chattanooga.
Like you might hear that shit in me. It's never gonna go away. I'm not trying to act like
It's
nothing.
part of you for sure.
Nah, facts.
For sure. Nah, it's really dope because it's like, you know, you come into this hip hop thing, and one term that I feel like has really been applied to white rappers is being a guest in hip hop. So how do you feel about that? Do you feel like you're a guest, or do you feel like, hey, I'm here?
That's a good question. I feel like, so yes, I might be a guest in hip hop, right? But I'm from two cultures. So
Right.
I'm from, like, I might be a guest in hip hop culture, but I'm from street culture too, which overrides hip hop culture.
This is
You
facts.
dig what I'm saying?
dig
So
what
I
you're
just
saying.
demand respect on that level. But yeah, for sure.
That means don't try him, y'all.
Yeah,
He with the shits.
no, for sure. But I don't know. Like maybe I'm a guest in hip hop. I don't know. It's all I ever knew my whole life. So if I'm a guest, I'll let other people, you know,
Yeah.
determine that. But yeah, it's just it's levels.
Yeah, it's levels to it.
Yeah.
So where does this inspiration come from? Because like you look like yourself, you know what I'm saying? But we had Eminem. Like
Yeah, we
that's
did.
the only dude like I really
I mean, we had
never-
Mac Miller.
I love
That,
how- I
that,
love-
oh yeah, Mac Miller
I
was
love
hard.
I love how girls from the South say Eminem. Cause ever since I was young and like when I would meet a girl from the South, she'd be like, "You look like Eminem."
But why you gotta look like Eminem though? Of all people,
Nah, but I take that though.
that's the only person
Eminem.
you look like. Is
But I
Eminem.
can't lie though. Like growing up, like Eminem saved me because he was the only like valid white boy to like.
No, for
look
real,
up
that's
to.
all
And
I
the girls
then
started.
Mac came.
Yeah, the girls started saying, "Oh, you look like Eminem." Like,
Yeah.
that was good for me growing up.
Before it got weird.
So 8 Mile saved your life,
God,
basically.
for sure.
So people really like treated you like you was B-Rabbit for like that was your life.
A little bit, yeah. I guess I feel like my come up is very similar to his come up. I wasn't battle rap. I was actually battle rapping, just not like on camera and shit like that. Like how that was his main focal point, like battling. But my come up as far as being the only white boy rapping in spots like that, earning respect off of just rapping, that was similar.
So you got local success before you gained nation success, like national success, you feel me? So how did you gain that local success outside of your neighborhood? Like how did you get people to respect you? Locally, because it's like, okay, your neighborhood is one thing, but you got to step outside your neighborhood because I'm sure it's like any other hoods out in America.
I just planned, like, all right, I'm gonna take over like where I'm from first. So it started with my city. I just wanted to be known by everybody, like at least my name. So I would collaborate with whichever rappers, you know what I mean, and I just put that blueprint and did that in each city. Like, all right, if I do a song with you and
that's smart.
You might got 30 new people that hear me, and I'm gonna just keep doing that formula. So I kept doing that and just collaborating with different people, and then just putting in work, like really handing out CDs. Back then, like I would stop wherever, hop out in any neighborhood, and just pass out my CDs. And I just always made it a point to make sure I was known where I was from. And I climbed that ladder and I got to the top of that scene. And then I moved to New York.
That's respect. That's a smart strategic way.
For sure. But it's actually like that way. So I gained that ground. And then I moved to New York because that's like a city where you could really make it in. Whereas like if I did that in Atlanta, like if I was from like Atlanta or like from LA or New York and you get known, like, not to say that they got like an advantage because it's harder to get to the top of that scene. But once you do, I feel like if you get to the top of Atlanta, you famous nationwide.
Right.
And New York nationwide. So I had to take it to New York next to
that's a big city.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is the creative scene like in Massachusetts? Because it's like, as far as artistry, it's like, I think all of us only know about New Edition. I know Benzino is from, but that's another topic. But New Edition for sure. So what is the creative scene like there?
They got Bia.
Oh yeah, Bia. Bia.
Bia. Shit.
Yeah, shout out to Bia. Shout out to the females. Like,
I love Bia.
I bet you do.
Me and Bia is like, we tied in because we both saw each other's grind.
Oh, that's hard.
From the jump. Like, people don't know it took Bia probably like 10 years of being in the game before she got a hit record.
No, facts. I seen her at A3C here.
Exactly.
7-8 years ago, nobody knew lyrics, and she still was out there trying to do her thing.
Right?
Yeah.
And now she on tour with Russ.
Yeah, putting her best foot forward. So she's incredible, and she's one of the people that like inspires me because she's really from, right where we from. And she took it to the moon. But now Massachusetts is dope, like, for creatives. Obviously, like you said, they got the tradition of, New Edition. Yeah. Like, a lot of talent came out of, like, Roxbury, and there's still a lot of talent out there. And then, like, just in my city, we got fire artists. We got G Nipsey. We got Dada the Dealer. We got a lot of artists that's bubbling. And pretty much statewide, because a lot of people always looked at it as, like, the Boston scene, but it's really the Massachusetts scene.
Okay.
I see that there's controversy in like Atlanta where they'll be like the girls say, y'all not from Atlanta.
Yes, we are.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, yeah, of course. Like, we from here. Like, it's like,
but you know what I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah,
there's a song and she
I'm
said,
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Shout out, Dag, I'm ready. You got people from Massachusetts talk about you.
Yeah. Because that's like something that goes on like where Boston people will be like, you're not from Boston. But really, and that's good to note because the real scene in Boston is the whole scene of Massachusetts,
right?
Because it's very different. Like, you got whole intricate parts that bring their own creativity to it. But now we doing well though. We got a lot of talent that's getting ready to boom. Yeah.
I feel like y'all putting it on the map for sure. Like a lot of people can, because we know about Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
When we think about Massachusetts, that's what I think.
Right?
I think about sports. I don't think about
what
like
else you
rappers.
think about? You can be honest.
Tom Brady. Larry Bird, Boston, Massachusetts. That's pretty much it. Sports. The Red
I
Sox.
think
That's
about
pretty much
the 13 colonies.
That's
Definitely, but they are part of that. But now that y'all coming about this culture, like you being all that y'all putting on for y'all city, I really feel like people gonna know about Boston more on the entertainment side.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's the plan.
Yeah. Y'all doing it.
I was just telling bro, like I got some artists with me right now, and like where we from, like I was saying, like the difference with even Atlanta, like you see Lil Baby in the back of like Migos interviews and videos back in the day. Like these artists is able to come up under certain artists and look at how they was doing it, and then when they get on, they're so ready to be in position. And it's the same even in like New York, like all these cities with popping rappers, people are able to watch them and be around them. Like in Mass, we never had that. I had to set my own blueprint. I never was able to be with a popping rapper and be like, oh, this is how you handle the media. This is how you deal with the record label. This is how you deal with, you know what I mean? So hopefully people like me, Bia, Joyner Lucas, and everybody can, take these artists and have that experience with them where they got a lot of knowledge even before they get into the game, you dig?
That's why it means so much more, because to have somebody like you that don't have a blueprint, and then you have a New York legend, Jadakiss, fuck with you since 2013.
Oh, God.
Like, that's a long time to have a legend fuck with you,
Jada,
and you still rising. Yeah, like, you still up on the climb. So, like, how was that experience for you, having him just give you that salute,
Man, I think that's the most, like, legendary salute you could get in hip-hop.
Yeah.
As far as just a respect level, too. Like, Kiss's respect is up there. Like, it's not compared to nobody in this game. And he got it nationwide, He's like the people's king in New York. And then just nationwide, I see everywhere I go, there's a lot of respect that comes with that. So that was an incredible cosign to have. And even more than that, just a real big brother to have. Like, Kiss is really my family. Like, I'll really be at his crib on Christmas. Like, it's different. Like,
it's not no industry shit.
Yeah, nah, like, I'm with Kiss a lot. I just might not show it on, social media.
That's what people don't understand. Like, it's a difference between industry relationships and people who really you fuck with.
Yeah.
Like, it's
facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a difference. It's like a person you might got a song with, you might not invite them to your crib. It's just business.
Facts.
Like, you just might, you know what I'm saying?
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, like
it's a lane.
we could be business cool. That's cool too.
But you ain't gonna be with me with my mama and my daddy, my girl, my kids and stuff like that. Yeah.
Hell no.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Gotta separate it.
What was it like for you, working with Mozzie? Because, that record, he's such a big artist out west, and the song that y'all have together, the chemistry, it just feels very effortless. Like, it feels like
it was.
It feels like y'all known each other for like 10 years on this
Yeah. That's how it felt for real. Like, I was looking for Mozzie. To try to pay him for a feature. Because I respected this shit so much. Because there's not a lot of artists that could rap at a high level and still have pain, emotion-based music.
Right.
So I was looking for Mozzie. And when I ended up finding him, he didn't even want no money. Because he said, I respect your shit and what you do. And we linked him at the studio. I was like 90 deep in Cali with everybody from my neighborhood, all my little homies. And he embraced everybody, treated everybody the same, equal respect. We did the record. It came out crazy. And after the record was done, he's like, yo, when you leaving Cali? And I'm like, I'm leaving tonight. No, I said I'm leaving in the morning. And he said, yo, let's do the video tonight.
That's why it looked so chill. It really looked like y'all was like, nigga, we had the crib, let's shoot video.
So I said, the crazy shit is we had just shot a video. We got this nice Airbnb. Like, that's where I was recording my album out of. We got this nice Airbnb. So he's like, let's shoot a video. I'm like, bet, let's do it at the Airbnb.
Right.
And then when we driving back to the Airbnb, I'm like, damn, how we gonna do that? Because we got to shoot it kind of like a little different.
Yeah.
So we went out in the front yard and we was just thugging, like, like 100 deep in the front yard. We was making wild noise, but God willing, like nobody came and shut it down. Yeah.
That's what's up.
We actually brought the couches out to like the pool. We had already shot a video like outside by the pool, but this time my manager sees, he thought about it. He's like, yo, let's bring the couches out there. So we made it look like just something whole different, but we really had just shot a video in that same crib. So we did the 2 for 1, and both of those videos went crazy. But Ashes in the Maybach is my fastest growing song.
Yes, I love that. That Ashes, I love it. I like it.
That's hard. When we be at the shows, that shit go off too. I'm dropping Ashes in the Maybach. That shit go crazy.
Fire.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I need a Maybach now. That's the only missing piece of the puzzle.
You just manifested. So shit. It's
Now
on
they
the
coming
way.
out with the Maybach Coupe too.
Oh, for real?
Oh my
Oh, that's
gosh.
gonna go crazy.
I gotta find that.
Cause when they did the Lamborghini coupe or some shit like that, or the Bentley,
the Lambo truck.
The
You talking
Lambo-
about the Bentley?
the Lambo truck, the Bentley truck,
they be coming out.
but the Maybach Coupe different.
That shit different.
I find it.
That's what, $500,000 or $1
I don't know, but it's worth it. That shit crazy. Yeah.
So
I need
we
that.
talking about cars, right? So are you kind of like into like assets? Are you into like
Like assets and liabilities.
flipping
shit
flipping
like that.
money and shit, or like
Kinda, it's weird for a rapper because, like, all right, like, technically, like, these diamonds on my neck is, like, a liability, right? To anybody that you would say, all right, this doesn't hold the value that the jeweler sells it to you as. But I've made more money off my chains and shit than any flip I've made. You dig what I'm saying? Because people see that and it goes, oh, success.
Let's go spend our money with
The
him.
Right.
more money I show on myself, the more money people give me.
Yeah.
So for a rapper, I feel like certain investments that would be terrible for other people,
Yeah.
it's good for you as a rapper.
the lifestyle you live.
Yeah, like lifestyle. But that's where people get it fucked up. If you're not a rapper, don't follow this blueprint. If you're not a rapper and you throw this shit on and you don't have some product to push, music to push, you wasting your time.
Yeah. It does go with the product, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
nah, for sure. So it's weird, like, so how you say, like, do you have things you flip in or, like, you know, assets? And to me, these are
Just
assets.
assets,
It's
yeah.
not, but it wouldn't be an asset to the average person.
Right. But I'm glad you broke that shit down because
Well, I
it's not
see
for everybody.
even people on my Instagram go, "Why you buying them? Them shits depreciate or that car depreciates, but not for me.
Not for him.
Not for me.
You
for
wear it
you.
every day.
It make you more money, yeah.
You know, like when your
You
fans
dig?
see you wearing this, it's like, oh shit, we got to book him for another show.
Yeah,
We
it's
gotta-
trophies. You know, they want to see you doing good, and people want to see you look successful
Yeah, if
as
you
a
look
rapper,
broke-
though.
If you look bro, they be like, ah.
Yeah, and but I wouldn't advise that to everybody though. I would just say that for artists. Like, you know, a basketball player don't need that. Like fucking Steve Jobs didn't need that.
Hell
Like
nah.
the dude from Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, like they don't throwing that shit on. Like they don't show no money, but
They got
I see why you say that coming up in the game, right? So fast
coming
forward
up,
20,
you gotta show them.
20 years
Oh my
later,
God.
you probably gonna be like, fuck them chains.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure. I might just get a
But I get
diamond
it.
put in my head like Uzi or something.
Go for it. Why not?
You know? That'll be my change. Nah, but like,
You dead ass.
Nah, you was serious? You,
yeah, because you get tired of putting on the chains. Let me put a diamond.
It's
You know,
all
let me
good.
put a diamond
got
in my
lazy, like,
forehead
fuck it.
for real. I don't even gotta put shit on no more. Nah, but yeah, like, but like right now, especially me coming up, you know why too? Because I grinded independently so
Yeah.
long.
There
we
Like,
go.
kids told me to stop showing money. Kids told me stop showing money on the gram because I went money crazy. The second
You never had it.
I never had it.
I
So
feel that.
about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, around the pandemic, that's when my shit started moving. That's when I started getting cash, a lot of cash features and shit like that, clubs or whatever. And all the money I had, I'm going out with it. Oh, I got 40,000. I'm going everywhere with this 40 racks. You feel me? And
You ain't gonna
then
spend it, you just got it. Like you ain't
yeah,
gonna spend
no,
it.
I'll spend it and get more, but I just had to keep 20, 30 on me regardless. Like I got into
That was
that.
your accomplishment.
And yeah, it was my accomplishment at the time, and I had to show people like, don't get it fucked up. I don't care what your perception is of me, because there might be people from my hometown that'll be like, oh, he been rapping forever, yeah, bitch, but I'm paid.
There you go.
It
So-
better
There you
go.
Yeah.
So
There
I
we
had
go.
to, as an independent artist, I had to show that. Now, Kiss told me stop showing that, and that's when I went and got more like jewelry and shit. I'm not gonna show it like that.
So you don't show
I don't
money?
flash the money like that no more. But,
that was your way of basically-
but at the time, I felt I had to, though.
Yeah, that was
Because
all-
people will play with you if you let them.
There we go.
They'll
And-
front on you if you let them.
Yeah,
There you go.
You gotta talk your shit.
And it kind of felt
Yeah.
like that's your way of saying to the people that hated on me, fuck y'all. You know?
Yeah, and just know. Just know, like, however you feel, because people get this rap game fucked up. They get it fucked up and think that, like, if you're not on the radio station or if you're not a mainstream artist, that you didn't make it. But this is a whole different generation. This is the generation. This is the era of streaming.
This is an era
where there could be an artist that walks in here that none of us heard of, and he's a fucking millionaire.
That part.
Bro, Russ just
Straight
got
up.
on radio.
You know what I mean?
2 years ago. But he sell out arena. Like,
Yeah.
when you see his
Exactly.
tours and he go overseas and he's doing like 10, 12, 15,000 people.
Exactly.
And he don't be on radio every day.
Don't.
And there's a lot, though. There's a lot. Like, there's an artist that might just be eating out of 3 different states. There's an artist that might be big in Ohio and Nebraska and Michigan or something. And we ain't heard of them, but they're killing it in them markets. And they're getting 15, 20 bands a feature, and they're running it up on streams. And they got a viral TikToks on, whatever. Like, we're in the era where you don't got to be mainstream. So, like, people be thinking, oh, yeah, if I don't see you every day, you didn't make it in music. No, you just a casual fan.
So I'm
Feel
glad
me?
you
This
brought
shit
that
get
up
deep.
because you were going hard before the streaming era, right?
Yeah.
Because you just said you was passing out CDs.
Yeah.
How did you adapt? Like, how was you able to adapt like that to get the money and still get paid in this streaming era? Because them streaming platforms, but you still got to rely on other stuff. They don't pay for real. But I guess if you get a lot, like if you get 1 billion streams, something like that, or like 100 mil, you might see 20, 50.
Nah,
100K.
but streaming pays though. That's another thing. Like it looks crazy when they show the percentages that
Yeah.
you get. But I could buy a house off my last streaming check. You know what I mean? So it's like streaming pays more than people think if you just stack that catalog up.
How many? But that's what I'm saying. How many streams do you have to?
See, my shit, I got like, I think 10 projects that's streaming. So I don't even know
Right.
because all of that shit adds up.
It's
Because
accumulative, yeah.
if this project is getting 200,000 streams, but then this one done got, and yo, it's stream, you could get paid for so many different streaming revenues like Facebook pays. I just found out the other day that Ashes in the Maybach got 2 million views on Facebook video.
And
Which
you
is
get paid for that.
monetized.
Oh, wow.
So that's a whole 2 mil I didn't even know about.
Right.
Then YouTube, then Spotify, then TikTok, then all of that. So I don't even be knowing the math. I just know that streaming shit works.
There we go.
It does work.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, that's
So, but I didn't know Facebook had a video.
Yeah, Facebook got videos. You upload it through Facebook. I don't even run my Facebook. The only thing I know how to do on Facebook is go live. But when the head of my like digital shit, my man Bryce, he uploads them videos and them shits is monetized.
Right. But you said a key word, catalog.
Catalog,
That's the only way
Yeah.
streaming gonna work. If you don't have, if you just drop
Yeah,
a
nah,
single,
you're not gonna be paid off
not.
of a single thing. You better have a crazy catalog.
That's a fact. You just
For
drop the
sure.
key. Why the streaming works? Because a lot of people just don't understand like how that shit work.
Yeah, you gotta build it. You just gotta put that shit out there, and then you never know. You could get licensed. You know, you could also you could get your shit in movies and I got my shit on different shows on HBO and things like
Right.
that. My shit play on ESPN. That's little bags here and there. So yeah, this digital music thing is a real thing.
That's facts.
You winning, big dog. You winning. So, what is like your overall goal with your career? Like, what is something that you just have to do? Like, what's on the list?
I just wanna I really wanna just get on and save as many people as I could. So like it starts with like I guess being a touring artist, being able to sell hard tickets in every city.
Yep.
Bigger than just having a like hit song where you could go into clubs and get like a little 10, 20 bands and shit. Like I want to be able to really have a touring fan base that I could rely on year after year. So if these people in each state is coming back to see me and them venues is getting bigger and we selling the merch while my catalog is booming. So I want to just get all the way up as far as that's concerned, take that as high as I could and save as many people as I can because like I was just telling some of the bros, like, I feel like a lot of this shit is about like saving the youth, getting them out the way. You know, so that's what I try to do everywhere I'm at. I'll fly out as many people as I could if I got it. You know, I just like to get people out of the way because there's a lot going on still in my city. And
Showing them something different.
With a lot of the youth, yeah, show them something different. And you never know, man. You take them out of that environment for a week, you never know what could have happened in that week.
Yeah.
You know, so I just want to save people as much as I could and put people in position to save others. Yeah, put artists on and shit like that. Yeah, that's my ultimate goal, I guess.
Beautiful.
That's real.
Absolutely, man.
Do you see a record label in your future?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm very focused on like myself as an artist right now, but at some point I'm gonna put that CEO hat on, you know, as my shit. Like, I'd like to do it like how Yo Gotti's real selfless about about how he pushes his artists.
Yeah.
Like, he kind of took the focus off him, but he grinded until that point. So I got to get to that point, and then, you know, I got to reach the pinnacle of my shit, and then I'll be able to fully commit to other artists and shit.
Blanco got to be in the record label. Blanco.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm with that.
Oh, my God.
Well, hey, man, we are absolutely rocking with you. Your vibe is definitely magnetic. You got a lot of great things going, and we just want to see you win, bro.
That part.
Thank you, vice versa.
Winning.
For sure.
Yeah.
Fuck with y'all.
So one thing about Infinite Vibes before we wrap, we always like to ask our guests to please just provide some positive words of affirmation for anybody that's on their way up. So what is some advice that you could provide to anybody, big dog?
My advice would be to prepare for the fight. Just know it's gonna be bumpy. It's gonna be turbulence on the way to your destination. But that nothing easy is ever really worth anything. So just prepare for a long ride. You know, prepare for a bumpy ride. And keep moving through everything. No matter what happens, you got to keep moving, especially if you're in this music shit. This is directly to artists. Like, if you're in this music thing, understand that nothing from the outside should be able to affect your trajectory, no matter what happens, because it all done happened to me. Like, I seen it. I had to just keep rapping, no matter what. Keep putting that music out. You'll bump into some people that'll say, yo, life got too crazy. I had to fall back from music. Nah. Cause the real ones in this shit never did. When life get crazy, you gotta go even harder.
Keep going.
So yeah, keep going.
That's deep.
Respect.
That's deep.
Love
yes,
it.
kids, keep rapping, keep making them beats,
Yep.
keep DJing.
Yeah, whatever
Yup.
you do, keep doing that shit, no matter what happens. Unless you are physically incapacitated and you can't do it, do it.
That
You
part.
dig?
For sure, man. Please give our listeners your social media one more time. Let them know that where they can get in contact with you, and when is this project dropping, my boy?
Yeah, at Millyz on everything. At MILLYZ on every platform. The only one. Blanco Cinco drops May 27th.
Hey.
You dig? Boom.
Infinite Vibes, Millyz is in the building with a lot of Millyz.